Hi, I'm creating this video for the position of Director of Finance at Goalcast. You asked a couple questions that you'd like me to answer in a video, unedited, so here's me and here we go. Question 1 says, if there was a Goalcast video of your life, what would the storyline be? I can tell you, my life has been a roller coaster ride, and it's been a fun ride. But with a roller coaster, you have a very slow climb and a very fast drop. Those are the two characteristics that I've experienced myself: building up, going strong, planning, working ahead, and then quick execution, thinking on your feet, and taking that next turn running. Second point, what is one decision that changed your life? I started working in a family business environment with my father, who had retail stores in malls, clothing, and coffee shops. And I was looking after the coffee shop business. And at one point, this is many years ago, he decided to sell everything to his partner, and he asked me to continue working with him on his next venture. I made a big decision at that time to ask my father's permission that please, I would like to work on my own away from the family business. Of course, I kept helping on the side because you can't go home at night and have a conversation on the sofa that doesn't involve business. But at the same time, I started to cut my own road, support my family independently, and that has been a very positive decision that was respected and accepted by my father and everybody involved. Number 3, we want only the best, of course. Share with us what you are doing today to be the best in your field and some of your most incredible hits. For me, really helping other people as much as I possibly can, selflessly, without asking for anything in return, has been something I've always tried to do with my life. I've helped my younger brother set up the accounting side of his business. My younger brother actually owns a factory in Toronto. He builds coffee machines, and he has a partner. And because he has a partner, it wouldn't have been right for me to stay on as a business owner or consultant, because two brothers and a third partner would draw some question marks. So I helped him with setting up the accounting side and reporting side to the satisfaction of both partners, and I was able to hand over everything to them and ask them to take on their work with someone else. Number 4, tell us a time when you messed up big time. Why did it happen? What did you learn? So actually 2 years ago, I kind of got the itch inside me to start a little project on the side selling lunch boxes from Japan. And I built a website on Shopify called bentoboxy.com. Unfortunately, it no longer exists today. However, I went bold. I bought products from Japan. I marketed them on the website. I went to trade shows in Montreal and Ottawa, and I tried to contact retailers, thinking to myself that everyone's going to love this product the moment that they see it. Well, that's not exactly how it played out, because this product turns out that it didn't really have the market demand because the lunchboxes were too small. People didn't really need lunchboxes, as a lot of people like to take out or order out, and the market turned out to be a lot less interested in than I had expected. And the other thing that I did not do was focus enough on marketing. Without spending money on marketing, you can't expect people to love something and come to it just because you like it and just because you're convinced in it. So what did I learn? I learned that to build a company and to build a business, you need a team of people with different skill sets. And I learned where my strengths and my weaknesses were. My strengths have always been in finance and operations. My weakness is in marketing, and I am not somebody who is good at marketing. And I realized that if I were to be successful, I should have had someone else involved in the marketing, and I would have to have put money on the table to make that product move. Number 5, what is the most important change that needs to happen in our world and why? In my opinion, management in companies these days does not inspire their employees. And there's nothing more costly to a company than a disgruntled employee. Unhappy employees who are upset with their managers is actually a hidden cost that never shows up on companies' books or their financial statements or in their shareholder meetings. But disgruntled employees can cost you sales, can cost you more overhead, can slow down the business, and can poison the atmosphere of other employees in the company. As a director, it's important to have strong technical skills and also to have good listening skills where you have the ability to motivate people, to make them feel proud of the work they do every day, to make them have a sense of achievement. And you do that by giving them a common goal, by sharing with them the strategy of the company, of where we're going tomorrow, and people will join on board. And they'll be inspired to work for someone who shows them the way and recognizes along the way. And I think with more inspiring managers and companies, we can have a better business environment and somebody will be motivated twice as hard and twice as much to give their effort at their job and not just come back to a routine workplace every single day. It's important to have the other side, which I mentioned, is the technical skills, and this comes from having an eye for numbers. Me as a person, I want to mention to you that I follow the stock markets every day. I read financial and political news every day on my own. It's important for me to know what's going on around the world, what the trends are, what's going on around us. Now, I should say to you, I'm not too happy with the answer that I gave you for question number 3. What is the best of the best? Share with us today what you have done and what made you an incredible hit. To be honest with you, I'm also somebody who is a little bit private. I like not to talk about myself so much. Making this video for you, I hope unedited, raw, lets you know a little bit of who I can be with you. But I do want to tell you a really, really quick story is that in the year 2012, I was reading about a crisis with Syrian refugees, and I traveled on an airplane from Montreal to Turkey, and I rented a building, and I set up a school in Turkey for refugees children coming from Syria. If you Google my name, you'll find it on the internet somewhere. Besides that, taking on this role, I can promise you I will work in this company as if I am working for my own, as if it's a family business, and I'll make sure I'm one of the people who add to the success of Goalcast. I hope you've taken the time to consider meeting me for an interview, and I really appreciate your time hearing this, and I look forward to hearing from you again.